Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to Thursday's session of Keyboard Warriors. I hope you're all doing well and had a great week so far, enjoying the sunshine. Just to give you a heads up on this session, in case it affects what you've got around you and what space you've got available to you, we will be going down onto the mat for most of the second half of this one. They're not complicated moves, very, very gentle, not getting into any awkward positions, but you will just need a little bit of space just to be able to go down onto sort of hands and knees and a kneeling position. So feel free to opt out of those ones if you wish, or to have a look at them and then maybe refer back to them later this evening if that suits you better. But we will have the first half of the session will be seated and then standing, but just to give you a bit of a heads up. But they are really lovely stretches if you've been sat at the desk a lot lately, or just feeling a little bit achy and stiff. They'll really ease the back out, hip joints, and just any tension around the shoulders. So we're just going to make a start with a big reach up overhead to start with. And just bring the arms down to the side. And then sweep the arms up at the front. And try and correspond to breathing with the arm movement. So bring your arms up as you breathe in. And exhale as you bring them down. I'm just going to go for one more. And bring them down. And then making sure you've got enough room at the side of the chair. Just take your arms, nice big circles. Really feel that shoulder joint opening up. And then we're going to come back opposite direction, sitting up tall as always in the chair. And last time round. And then just gently take the neck side to side. And backwards and forwards, just ease it out. And then bring the hands forward and just star the fingers out. So really separate the hands. And then just place the fingers together and push the hands away from you. And same the other way, just bring them forward, reaching away from your body so you feel the stretch through the arms as well, and then take them the other way. And then bring them forward. And we're just gently going to hold onto your chair if you need to, just take a reach over to the side. And over to the other side. And then bring your arm across the body. Keep the shoulder relaxed, but bring your arm across you. Just gently squeeze it in towards your body. Palms facing behind you. Just hold that there. Let your breathing nice and steady. In through the nose, out through the mouth, over to the other side. And then just to stretch the back of the arm here and a little bit down the side. Reach up tall, drop the hand over, gently nudge the arm behind you. If you're doing a decent stretch, reach to one side. And then coming back to the centre, drop that arm down, reach the other one up, drop it over. You can just leave it there. You can bring it further back if you can grab the elbow. Don't force anything. You should just feel nice release of tension rather than any pain. And then coming back to the centre, just roll the shoulders round a couple of times each direction. And then you're going to push your hands forward and then bring them back behind you. So just be careful if the back of your chair is going to get in the way. Push the hands forward, keeping the shoulders relaxed, keeping your elbows into the side of your body. Imagine it's kind of like a saw in action, going forward and pulling back, squeezing the shoulder blades behind. If the back of the chair gets in the way, just come slightly forward in your chair. So just taking them backwards and forwards, imagine pushing away, pulling back, and just speed that up, get a nice rhythm going. So you're getting a stretch across the shoulder blades, stretch through the chest, just waking the arms up. And then we're going to take it from there and do the same, but coming up and pull down. Imagine you're grabbing hold of a rope, pulling down to the side of you. Just giving the back a bit of attention, especially if it's slumped quite a lot over the desk normally. And last one, just give the arms a shake out. So then if you take one leg, just cross it over, bring the leg in towards you and sit up nice and tall. So as you tug the leg over, avoid the knee joint there, kneecap, just hold onto the thigh, sit up tall, feel the stretch through the side of the thigh and the glute muscle. And change them over, place the other foot firmly on the floor and again, sitting up tall. We're going to do two more to each side. We'll just, first one, straightforward, exactly the same. So one to each side. And on the next one, when we change legs, I'm going to twist round to the side. So place the foot down. So bring the leg over to start with. Grab hold of the thighs. Now, to deepen the stretch, you can take hold of the back of the chair. If not, just keep your hands on your leg. Turning around, keep the shoulders relaxed. Look over your shoulder. Come back to the centre. Keep the legs crossed. Just going to take 2 more rotations there, coming round. You'll notice each one you go, you might be able to go a little bit further round. Use your breathing to help the stretch. So breathing in as you come round. As you exhale, round we go. Just pausing there. And then back to centre. Just give the shoulders a couple of rolls around again in each direction. And then bring the leg over. So again, either holding the thigh and just turning round, or grab the back of the chair, shoulders relaxed, looking over your shoulder. And back to the centre. As you breathe out, round we go. Breathing in as you come round. And as you exhale, round we go. And then just coming back to the centre, we're going to reach up tall. If you're not already at the front of your chair, come to the front of your chair. Reach up nice and tall. And then bending the arms, just come down, bring your chest and tummy towards your sides. Keep your head in line with your neck and your back, so your spine's nicely in line. So we're not slumped down at this point. We've got a nice, strong, flat back. Push back up. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let the elbows bend. Come forward. Now on the next one, if that feels enough of a stretch for you, stick with that, just roll down to there. If you'd like to take it a bit further, take a breath in and come down, grabbing the front of the shins. Still keeping that head at the moment supported with the neck, not letting it drop down. And coming up. Going to take one more to the front of the shins. And then on the last one, either stick with the thighs if that's enough, or the shins. If you want to go all the way, we're coming all the way down. This time reach up again. Coming down and all the way down. Just place the hands on top of your feet. This time tuck the chin into the chest. Just let your body weight sink down and let gravity do its thing. Just let all the tension go out of your body. Just take a couple of breaths in there. And exhale. And then take a breath in. Slowly bring yourself up. Leave your chin on your chest. Last thing we're going to do is raise our head, not too quickly. Warm day, don't want to come up too quickly. And then just gently taking the head side to side. Now we're going to come up to standing, so just make some space next to your chair. And just raising the knee, just bring the knee up to the front of your body. Use the chair for support if you need to. So to start with, the knees coming up nice and straight at the front of the body. Swap to the other leg, just raise the knee up. And then we're going to take the knee across the body on the next one. So taking the knee across and down. Twist at the waist, aim the knee diagonally across. And change to the other side, across and down. Last one. And then if you bring your hands behind, you can either place them in the small of your back or join the hands together, depending on your comfort and flexibility, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take your chin and chest towards the ceiling, either in this position or like this. Again, just take a few cycles of breath there. You'll feel as you start to breathe out, elbows, shoulder blades come closer together as the stretch deepens. And then relax your arms, just shake them out. So we're going to do a quad stretch, which is the big muscle at the front of the leg. Either grabbing hold of the back of your trousers, or you can grab around the top of your shoes and bring your heel up towards your bottom or as close as you can get. If that's too much, just drop that back knee down and tip the hips forward. So you can use the chair for support, or if you're okay with your balance, just relax your arm. The supporting leg, you want the knee just a little bit soft, which means it's not locked out. And change to the other leg. And don't worry if you can't bring the heel all the way up to the bottom. You, as I say, grab the trousers or just drop that back knee down. And then we're going to take lunge over to the side. Sounds more dramatic than it is. Just a bend in one leg, straighten in the other, feet and knees forward, and let this hip sink down. Get the stretch in your inner thigh. Upper body nice and upright. Over to the other side. And then just gently side to side, don't force it. And then add the arm in, just reach. Lovely long extension all the way through the body. One more to each side. And now we are coming down to the floor, so it's your choice if you want to stick with these ones now or revisit them at a later time in the day. So we're going to come down to the floor to start with, onto one knee. If you want to put something under there for a bit of padding, go ahead, and then you're going to sink yourself forward. So you're starting in this position, foot just under your knee, hip over your knee, and then walk the front foot forward slightly and sink down. And you're still under control, so you're not just completely collapsed. Sink yourself down, feel the stretch through the front of the hip. And you can use the chair to hold on to if you need to. If you're feeling good, feeling confident, and you want a deeper stretch, take the arms up. It might be a bit of an effort to get into and out of this movement, but it's a really, really great stretch if you're doing a lot of sitting. And then pop legs over. It's also good for active people, particularly for cycling. This is a good one. Stretching out the hip flexors, sink it down. And again, you can deepen it, bringing the arms up. Lovely job. So don't worry about rushing into and out of this one. Just get yourself there in the time you need. Make sure you've got enough space now that the chair's out of the way. And you're going to put your hands down on the mat. Take your knees a little bit further apart than having them close together, and sink your bottom down towards your heel. Now you might find there with the elbows bent that that's enough of a stretch. So you're just down on forearms, relaxing your body down. If you want to make it deeper, take the arm away from you and sink your body down from there, pushing the floor away. You'll feel a stretch through the underside of the arms, down the side of the back, and all through the lower back, and a little bit in the bottom. So just take a few breaths there, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now, if you wanted to do this one in your own time, you can keep moving through there and then coming up and sinking back down. We're going to go up into an all-four position, kneeling 4 points. So hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. If your wrists hurt with this one, you can come up onto a fist. And we're just going to roll through. So take the bottom head towards the ceiling. And then roll it the other way. Head comes down, belly button goes up towards the spine. Feel that lovely move through as the spine, all the little vertebrae are loosened up. Giving your back a little bit of attention. And one more roll through, navel to spine, pull it up. Imagine your spine is being pulled up towards the ceiling. And then drop down to a flat back. And you're just going to rock side to side. So you're only taking the hips side to side. And from here, we're going to come up however you find comfortable. So you may want to put your toes underneath. That works for some people, and push through the heels. You might want to bring one leg in and then the other. Or you may come onto your side and come up. But we're going to come to this position here. So you're bent over, however you get there. Bent over, hands towards the floor. They can be on your shins if you can't reach all the way down. And just big juicy bend in the legs to get that stretch. And then straighten and bend. You may not be able to straighten fully, even if it's just a few centimeters. And then slowly come up. Again, not rushing up. Being mindful of the temperature and the effect on our body. Up to standing, reach up tall, grab hold of your hand around the wrist, reach over to one side and the other. And back to the other side, and then we're going to come all the way around, twice round, Change hands to the other wrist. Reach over and twice round. One more time round. And then just take the palms facing down towards you. Reach up tall. Take a big breath in. And lower your arms as you exhale. Fantastic effort. I hope you gave some of those a try. They really will be beneficial to you, particularly if you're sat still or in any position for any prolonged period of time. Have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you on Monday.